Good Saturday evening, everyone. Just giving you an update on our Sunday severe weather situation, and it's really more of a late Sunday night into the early hours of Monday morning type of situation. But looking at our current map of watches, warnings, advisories, not a whole lot going on this evening. Up around the northern tier of the country, you see some of those purple shaded regions. That's ice storm warnings. So those folks are dealing with a very wintry Saturday evening with some freezing rain from northern Wisconsin to the upper peninsula of Michigan, stretching over to the upstate of New York, Vermont, New Hampshire. Now, down southwest of there, you see that magenta shading over the portions of New Mexico and the panhandle of Texas. Now, that is a red flag warning. They're under a wildfire danger yet again. They've got low humidity, gusty winds. And then you see that other purplish, the National Weather Service really needs to work on their colors. They've got this purplish shading in central Texas. That's the first severe thunderstorm watch, the first of many severe weather watches that will be issued with our incoming storm system. That watch was just issued moments ago. Another watch is about to go out for portions of central Oklahoma, it looks like. So those folks will be dealing with some severe weather tonight, and then that will be translating into our neck of the woods as we get into our late Sunday night time frame. Not a whole lot has changed from this morning's forecast, and certainly not a lot has changed from my afternoon update. Things have remained pretty consistent, so the forecast is staying on track. My level of concern for Sunday night will still be level 3. Now for Sunday day, I've been teetering back and forth with that, with whether or not I want to make that a meteorologist mark weather alert day or not. And the reason why I struggle with that is because the atmosphere is going to be very unstable tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, but it's going to have what we call a cap, a warm layer of air aloft. So more than likely, we're going to be fine for Sunday. So if you have outdoor plans, please don't cancel those. There will be scattered showers and a few thunderstorms around, but severe weather is not expected for our Sunday, at least not at this point. Now, I'll have a full update again in the morning to give you the latest, but our thinking has been for some time now that Sunday would be okay. It was always Sunday night that looked the most concerning, and that continues to be true. Premier Generators bringing us our threat graphic. I have not changed anything about this since the 1 o'clock update this afternoon. That's good. That means the forecast is on track. Confidence is getting higher that what we foresee happening will actually happen. So we have low end concerns for tornado and hail, and even flooding, but a bit more elevated concern for straight line winds with any thunderstorms. And some of these straight line winds, folks, could pack a punch. If everything comes together just right, we could be looking at the straight line wind stuff of like 70, 80 miles per hour type stuff. So yeah, which does the damage of a weak tornado. So even if the tornado threat does lower a bit, we still got those straight line winds to deal with. So we'll be dealing with a squall line of thunderstorms that will be pushing through at about, looks like somewhere between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. And that will contain the damaging winds and the tornado threat. So embedded spin ups within that line. Now, the reason why the threat time frame begins at midnight is because from midnight till the time the squall line arrives, there could be a storm develop out ahead of the line. And if that happens, those would contain all hazards. The chances for that is looking lower. So that's trending in a good direction because we do not want those isolated cells out ahead of the line. So hopefully that'll work out for us too. I think the worst of this, I still think, is going to be across West Tennessee, North Mississippi, Eastern Arkansas, Southeast Missouri, Western Kentucky. So, and then kind of waning in strength, like if you will, as it moves closer to the plateau. So we'll see if that happens. That happens a lot. And it's looking like that's what's going to happen with this one. We cannot let our guard down. But things have trended a little bit better for us today. The heavy rain threat coming the end of next week keeps trending farther to the west. That's good because that was looking like a 4 to 6 inch rain event. Now it looks like we might get, 1 to 2 inches or so. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Still have a severe weather threat for Wednesday, but again, the biggest threat for that will once again be across portions of West Tennessee, West Kentucky, Southeast Missouri. So, and then we get probably what's left over, which can still be packing a punch. but we don't get the worst of the worst. So things have trended a little bit better for us today, but I certainly don't want us to let our guard down. With storms coming tomorrow night, got to practice up on your nighttime severe weather checklist. Shoes by the bed, weather radio turned on. Make sure you can get your alerts. But I'll tell you what, folks, if this thing keeps trending later, this is going to be a Monday morning event, and most of us will be up anyway. So if it's coming, right now the models are having that line come through at about 5 a.m., but they've been trending later. So if we get into the 6 and 7 a.m. time frame, we'll almost be up anyway, which would be good because nighttime severe weather, not fun at all. That is the most dangerous type because people can't see what's going on. So I'll monitor that closely. I'll keep an eye on all the data today, tonight, and into the day tomorrow. And I will keep you posted. I'll have a full forecast update in the morning. You just keep it right here to Meteorologist Mark.